What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Night Riders, where we try to give you the best news outside and inside of Texas. For starters, congratulations to the USA basketball team for winning today's game. If you didn't catch it, USA went against France, beat them 98 to 89, if I'm not mistaken. And then yesterday, of course, Sha'Carri Richardson won her, I want to say her first gold medal. I'm not 100% sure, but congratulations to her. I know that's I know she's very fast and but from, what was it, 2020, 2021, where they were making fun of her about her getting blown away and stuff, and now to this great comeback where now she's known as the um, fastest female out there right now. So congratulations to her, and more important because she's from Texas, so I gotta represent Texas. No, it's playing. So let's get started. First and foremost, if you're in Texas, is that real heat summertime. It is starting to get into the hundreds, but I think this year is not too bad as it was last year. Last year we did have a hardcore drought, so this year's not too bad. And of course, because all the rain we had, and then Hurricane Beryl came through a couple weeks ago, well, a couple months ago. So it's not actually too bad right now. I mean, we're in the mid-August. Yeah, we're in mid-August, almost about to enter September. So it's not too bad. It would be a lot worse. So, but I mean, it's not really because over here in East Texas, more because of the humidity. So that's kind of what makes it bad. But anyways, sorry, my voice is I know there's like some kind of virus going around again. Some say the coronavirus is back up. A lot of people have been testing positive where I work at for COVID. So if you like to get tested, please get tested. And if you do test positive, please, follow the guidelines. I know my company suggests they be out a week until you test negative, and then come back to work. But what sucks is they want us to use our vacation and whatever time we have, they want us to use that. So that's what sucks. Freaking company. Now I can't talk too bad about them. My boss be watching my podcast now, so now I have to be a good guy and not spread my laziness at work. So, all right, let's get to it. So, big question is Kamala Harris really? Well, for me, Kamala Harris, is she really a good candidate for this president for the White House? Like I said in my last podcast, I was going to do more and more research on her since Biden announced that he was dropping out of the race and endorsed Kamala Harris. So now, since then, all I've been seeing is Kamala this, Kamala that. Good and bad reviews about her. The main one that talks bad about her is Dr. Umar Johnson and Candace Owens. If you don't know, I mean, I'm sure y'all know who they are, but check them out on their podcast and stuff. They're very strong on her not being a black woman. Like, dead serious. That's how they are about her. I guess that's how they feel about her. So it made me feel like, oh man, maybe I'm mistaken, because on my last episode I stated that she was a half black, half something. That she was a mixed woman, and I stated that she was half black. So I went on Google and Googled her to verify it, and it does say that she is half black, half South Asian. So maybe there's something that they know that we don't know. Everybody has their secrets. So I did hear that she is half Jamaican, half Jamaican, half Indian. I don't know how they say she's half Indian. I guess because of her skin tone. But the reason they say she's half Jamaican is because I think she's one of her dad's descendants or something, maybe something like that. So I wouldn't. It's kind of hard to go off of other people's opinions. So I would recommend just do your research and stuff. I mean, if they're all saying that she's not black, but Google, Google's supposed to be like the number one search area. So if Google's spreading out lies, then how can we for sure be known that when we do research is the truth? That kind of questions, that opens up that door for questioning that what are they putting online for when we do research? Are they putting truth, or are they putting false statements? I did watch someone's podcast, and they stated that what was it? Man, I had it on top of my head. They stated something. The bootleggers, eh, can't speak. Prohibition and stuff like that. The reason uh, it was turned into, it was stopped because it was illegal. It was illegal for bootleggers to do their alcohol and stuff. But then I guess the government at the time were found that they could make money off of it, so they dropped the prohibition, and then they made it legal. So that took that problem away. But the reason they made it legal is obviously they could sell all that stuff, and they kind of just, I guess, added all kinds of different sources into the material, made it, I guess, more unhealthy, or just different rumors, really. I can't remember who I watched it. It was, I think, some country folks podcast. Everybody's doing a podcast now, but they were the ones that brought it up. I was gonna go back and finish it, but now kind of, there's some rumors or conspiracy that lets us know what happened with history. History kind of changed up. Have we been taught the real history and this and that? So, but anyways, I got a little sidetracked. Back on Harris. My big question is she the really a good fit for the president role? And I know a lot of people are gonna probably blast me in the comments saying, I don't know what I'm talking about and this and that. But like I said, I like to do my research and gather as much good information as I can and put it out there for you people. But I really couldn't find nothing for Harris. Honestly, I really couldn't find anything that she's accomplished. The one thing that I did found was the fact that Biden, I think it was in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2022, placed her on the role for the border patrol. So her job was the border patrol was have the border patrol, have borders secure, whether they need to be closed or not. That was her job. And obviously right now everybody's been complaining about the open borders situation, that we need to close it, we're letting too many people come in, which it is true. We have, I want to say, maybe more than 3 million people, illegal immigrants come into the U.S. Majority of them have gone to New York and Chicago, I want to say. So that kind of, opens up that question. I've seen comments, I've seen people's opinions on letting all these illegals in and stuff, and everybody's saying, Biden, you need to close it. It was never Biden. I mean, it was, but it was more Kamala Harris' job. That was her role in the White House, to secure that. I'm pretty sure she had other roles, but that was one of her main goals. And if you watch interviews in the past, you can see when she first got the role, she opened up the borders easily. She welcomed people in and said, "You're more than welcome, and come over here for whatever reason." Now, with this many people coming over, instead of closing the borders and saying, stop, all she stated was, don't come at all. Trying to threaten the people. Ain't nobody really gonna take her serious. Anyways, so if your role is, your role is to close the borders, instead of saying don't come, just close the borders. That was so simple. I mean, I guess maybe there's steps. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there is more steps to it. So, but I would suggest it'd be simple. I mean, all it is just put more border patrol or close the gates or however. And if they want to come, offer different kinds of visas. Give them work visas, school visas, whatever kind of visas they give out. Have them hand them that type of, stuff for them to cross over here. That will make one thing legally, and I'm sure with these type of visas, we can track them down and all that. Whether or not they're a good fit, because I know me being Mexican makes me look bad saying all this stuff about the border, but you gotta understand, I hope my people understand, there is a lot of bad people in each and everyone's race. So, and another thing, like I stated in the past, us Mexicans are not the only ones that are brown. I mean, if you look at me, you could tell. You wouldn't be able to. If I didn't say that I'm Mexican, you wouldn't be able to. Probably wouldn't tell that I'm Mexican. You would probably think I'm something else, or you know, it would be hard to tell from an Afghanistan person to a Mexican person if you dress them kind of. If they're the same tone color, uh, you know, have same hairstyle, and this, it would be kind of hard to tell which is which. Because there was one time, me and my buddies, we went out clubbing and stuff. I got drunk, passed out on our way back home, and they put a little towel on my head. That's when I used to work out a lot. I used to always, and being lazy, I used to always leave my towels in the truck after showering. Of course, you got to shower when you work out. But anyways, they found my towel. Me being knocked out asleep, they put it over my head, and they took a video of me. And obviously, if you didn't know I was Mexican, you would suggest that I was like Afghanistan or something. Even my own family members. My brother joked around it for a couple months on me, stated that I look just like them and this and that, just because he's light tone, freaking punk. But anyways, let's get back. Sorry about them getting distracted. So, yeah, so that was one of her jobs, is to close the border. In fact, even some of Border Patrol officers were saying that this is like a horrible, like a lack of progress, which a lot of people, I guess, agreed that we needed to close the borders because the U.S. is getting overpopulated with illegals. So they stated that this is a lack of progress. Another thing that I found is that she's trying to push a freedom to vote. Now, freedom to vote, which what I've come to find that inform myself, was that, you know, it's every right for U.S. citizens to decide of who they want in office and all. Anything, regardless of whatever, you know, local, any type of voting is your right to whether decide if you want to vote or not. But from this, I guess I'm not 100% sure, but from what I'm understanding is she's pushing this agenda, freedom to vote, to allow the illegal people to vote as well. I'm not 100% sure why she's doing it. Maybe she's not getting as much followers as the media shows that she is. Because they put that she's so popular that she's raised so much money in a couple of days, and that a lot of people are going to vote for her. I mean, it's hard to tell really whether that's true or false. But if she's pushing this agenda to allow even the illegals to vote, that lets me know that she doesn't really have the amount of votes that they claim that she does. So you can fact check me on that if you want. I'll look to your opinion, but it's my opinion. From what I saw, for her to do that that's letting me know that she doesn't have the amount of people that she really she's probably not even close to beating. There's no way. I don't think there's any way that she's going to beat Trump. Just be honest. I could be wrong. She might win. I know Dr. Umar Johnson stated that if she wins, it's going to create chaos. A lot of people are going to go crazy. This is just going to be like a lot of war. He actually stated that he was probably going to buy more ammunition and it's probably a couple more weapons just to be safe. And another thing about that, so our Second Amendment, I also found out that I can't find the article, but I know I did read into it, that she's trying to actually kind of push away our Second Amendment. Don't really quote me on that because I can't find that article no more, but I know I saw it. So she's trying to do away with our Second Amendment. She's trying, take away our guns, I guess for gun safety for schools and stuff, which I completely understand. But is that another agenda? I mean, that was another conspiracy theory that I saw, that these school shootings, this is just a conspiracy. Don't chew me up on it, but from what I've heard, the school shootings were an agenda from the government to take away our Second Amendment rights, to take away our guns and stuff, so we would not be able to defend ourselves. At first, I was like, man, that's dumb. So I was like, there's no way. But after kind of a couple, the first one, it kind of made sense. Oh, this kid was bullied and he just had enough. Okay, he was bullied, and it makes sense. Somebody doesn't like to get picked on. But after however many we had, it's just like, and then what didn't make sense to me, okay, you got bullied in school, high school, but you shoot up little kids' schools. That's where I started questioning, like, okay, maybe it's starting to make sense. Maybe they are really doing an agenda to take away our Second Amendment. But that's what I've read on, that she was trying to push away that she was, you know. And another thing, speaking of politicals, from what I saw a couple weeks ago, maybe Monday, there wasn't a. I saw that there were, was it Iraq or Iran, sent out a missile, a rocket or something, on a U.S. base in Iraq. I did look into it, but I couldn't find much on it. But I know that they stated that that happened recently. But my thing is, why aren't they really talking about that? You know, why aren't they showing us about that? And that's under Biden administration. So what's going on? You know, if that was under Trump, I know the media would have blown it all up, saying there's a World War III coming, that Trump is not doing well, he's starting all these wars and stuff. So that for sure would have blown up the media. But since it's under Biden's administration, why are they keeping it on a low profile? And where is Biden, by the way? You know, ever since he dropped out the race, I haven't really seen. I know that he's been posting. Some people say he did like some TV interviews, but I didn't even see it. You usually see him. I haven't seen nothing on him. He just said he was dropping out, and boom, he's disappeared completely. So maybe the rumors about him being dead could be true. So you never know. We're gonna find out. So that's my thing on her. Like I said, let me know what you think. If she really is the right fit, you know, please comment down below. Let me know why she is the right fit in this. I don't want to hear really because she's a woman and women's right. I mean, I'm not against that. Women are free to do what they want. I just don't think that that should be one of the reasons why. Because she understands women and this and that. Maybe yes, she does and stuff. There's, you know, I'm a man. I don't understand women's bodies and stuff. But I don't want to really push that that's the main reason why she knows. Because I've been hearing a lot that she would be a better fit because she understands. She'd be a better fit because she's more caring and this and that. I honestly, like I was saying, I've done my research. I've honestly seen that she really doesn't care. I've heard that she's a district attorney and a general attorney also. And I've heard that she actually put more people in jail, innocent people in jail, than having them released. She actually had people put in jail, like take a fall for other people's crimes, and she put it on them, pinned them on them, and just laughed about it. So, you know, kind of makes you think: is she really the right person? Because I know people saying, "Oh, Trump's a liar, this and that. He cheated on his wife and this," but there's another thing. Harris, from what I heard, she slept her way to the top to where she is now. So, you know, you gotta look at it both ways. You can't just point at one person's mistakes and look at the other like that's not their gold. No, you gotta see both the faults, both goods and bads on both sides. So that's what I look into. You know, I understand Trump has his bads, but he also has his goods. Kamala Harris may have her goods, but I've been seeing more and more bads. But that's just me. But like I said, I like to do my research because, I mean, don't forget we also got Kennedy, but I mean it's hard for a third party to get a big role, especially when you go against Democrats and Republicans. So it's hard for a third party to get up there. But you also got Kennedy running, and he's also a pretty good candidate. He just came on recently on Hollywood Unlocked with Jordan. Jason Jordan, I think his name. I do apologize. I don't remember his name. I don't even think he's gonna watch this anyways. But he was describing, you know, why black people took the Democrat side. That he did say that they started off with the Republicans because of Abraham Lincoln, but then they switched to Democrats thanks to Roosevelt, because Roosevelt started passing all these laws that were helping out the black community. So that's one reason. So, you know, just ask you to look into that. Is she really going to help out my community? Because what I hear from when I watch other people's podcasts, from what I've been hearing is that they're really not doing much. The Democrats are not really doing much for the black community like they say they are. So just look into it and let me know what you think. But anyways, let's go into our health issues. Now I do want to kind of bring up health issues because I recently did have one of my old bosses. I mean, he was an old man, but he was my boss from 2022 to 2024, mid or early 2024. I switched departments. I didn't leave the company. I switched departments, but me and him, I don't know, we just kept bumpy heads. I don't know what it was, what he had towards me, if he had something towards me, I don't know what it was. Anyways, not about that, but so this man, he was in his late 50s, eat very healthy, exercise very well. You wouldn't hear about him getting a sickness or him getting, having any health problems or anything, but we did receive, one of my coworkers received the call. Well, he called him and didn't pick up. The brother instead picked up. But he did receive the news that he passed away. We just recently found out why. He had heart attack / stroke. I'm not 100% sure which one, but it was either or. So we're all in shock to hear this news because, like I said, man, you wouldn't catch him eating like shrimp, or he said he was allergic to seafood, so obviously he couldn't eat that. But when we would go out to eat, he wouldn't eat, like me, man, I would like to eat a chimichanga. If we're going to Mexican foods, I would eat a chimichanga, put like queso, salsa, and that stuff, eat my beef and stuff. Stuff like that, that's what I would, I'm a big dude, so. But he would eat his salad, maybe a little bit of ranch, but it was very limited. Like I'm saying, he would take care of himself a lot. So to hear this news, it kind of shocked us, all the company really, because it was just shocking because he was a very healthy man. But the reason that I think, this is why I started doing research on health issues, is because even though he was very, like I said, we bumped heads a lot because one little thing went wrong and he just flipped out. He was just mad, and he was mad for the whole day. He was just road rage crazy. So maybe that's what. And he wasn't married, no kids, so he was by himself, I guess, forever. So he had no one to go home to. He had all this stress from work. Maybe that's what it was, stress from work, and just constantly angry, and then just that push, probably because you do know that is bad for the heart, and he just probably popped or something. I don't know. So I would like to let you guys know the 4 main things that I found that have for health issues that contribute to this type of symptoms. So number 1, obviously, heart disease. Heart disease is caused from smoking a lot and a bad diet. All these stuff is obviously going to be bad diets. So, like, if you're like me, just don't exercise anymore, or just do a small amount of walk. This is probably some of the stuff that kind of probably should change your mind. Maybe I'll probably start. I have a gym membership, but I don't even go to it. So you hopefully it kind of helps you change your mind and get you to start working out and stuff. But yeah, I mean, everybody's free to do whatever they want, live your life however you want. But so heart disease caused by smoking, constantly smoking, a bad diet. So bad diet, obviously, eating unhealthy burgers. I know burgers are so good, but burgers are high cholesterol type fatties, tacos, Taco Bell, McDonald's. I know McDonald's is really good, but McDonald's is another thing that gives you, fast food, restaurant food, because they use that high oil. That's really what it all. Any outside food, really. I understand also that even cooking inside is bad for you because sometimes you use too much oil or you're not using the right ingredients. There's a lot of videos now out there that saying eggs are bad for you, fruit is bad for you, but I think those are all scams just to get people to just not want to eat. I think I saw a video that saying drinking water from a water bottle is bad for you. I mean, I do kind of understand the water bottle situation because it's inside plastic and stuff, and there's that they don't purify them enough and stuff. But I live by faith. If it's my time, it's my time. If not, I'm enjoying my life. So, number two, prostate cancer. Prostate cancer is mainly on the men, age over 50. So if you're getting closer to that age, or if you still young but you peeing a lot more regularly than you should be, you may want to check yourself out. I know it's kind of uncomfortable feeling for us because they put that up you. So just suck it up, man. If you want to live, get yourself checked out. If not, let God take the wheel, then. But prostate cancer, like I said, is due to probably over drinking, high sugars, high amount of sugar, this and that. So just cut it. Like anything in bad diet, but just kind of cut it. You kind of want to stable your eating habits and stuff. Number three, hypertension, aka high blood pressure. That's probably one of the top ones because that one is a silent killer. So if you are diagnosed with high blood pressure and you're on that pill, stay on that pill. I know it's hard unless you can find some kind of remedy, home remedy or something, some kind of plan or something to take it away. But if you're on that pill, just stick to the pill. Don't stop taking it because the moment you stop is probably what takes your life. And like I said, it is the silent killer. It leads to heart attack. It's a lot of that. So if you have high blood pressure, any store, I got one just to check myself. But HEB, $20. Check yourself every other day, and you just want to be safe, man. That's really all it is. Just be safe. You want to see your children grow up like me. I want to see my daughter grow up. And hopefully, if I have more children, I want to see them grow up. So, and the reason I say it is because I had my dad for 12 years. So, even though he got to see me grow up, he got cut off when I turned 12. He got cut off. So he didn't watch me grow up to be the man I am today. So just check yourself out. It doesn't hurt. I'm not saying change your life or anything. So number four, diabetes. That is one of the top stuff that can get your legs cut and other things. But diabetes is oh, sorry, excuse me. High blood pressure. No, just diabetes is the pancreas doesn't produce enough insulin. I really don't know. I should have paid more attention in health class. But apparently that's what it is. So I'm guessing your pancreas starts kind of just gets blocked, and I guess it just doesn't let the blood flow. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about this, but one thing I'm sure apparently is as long as you walk 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes a day after work. I know it's tiring. I know there's a lot of people like me working probably 14, 15 hours a day, so it's exhausting. And I know you're probably saying, I do a lot of moving around at work, so I really shouldn't do much. Yeah, but you come home, you eat, and you just sit down. All that food you have is stored there. You kind of need to move around more so it can, because food is basically like fuel. It's like our gas. So you sit down, it's just going to store right there. It's not burning, so that's what turns it to fat. So what you want to do is, even though after you eating, start moving a little, wash your dishes, put dishes up, whatever, sweep, if you want to sweep your house. Just, agenda is kind of, once you get done eating, don't just go and sit down and watch TV. Start moving a little bit, kind of put up some stuff, clean, move around something. Just move around is the key after eating every meal. So, my last episode, I talked about mental illness. I kind of did another little research about mental illness stuff. One thing I found was post-traumatic stress disorder. So, what that is like something that's engraved in your memory, and it be, let's say, 5, 10, a whole decade later, and you just that thought just randomly comes to you, and you're like so embarrassed, even though it's way back then in the past, and you're embarrassed, and you just put your head down or something. You can't think straight, or you feel like people are judging you, and you go somewhere and lock yourself, and you just a little worry, your hands start shaking or something. That's what post-traumatic stress disorder is. Uh, for example, me, I sometimes get it. I'm not gonna lie to you, people. I sometimes do get it. If y'all wondering what it is, I had an incident back in 2016 where I got up to work. I went to work at 2 in the morning. I've done that in the past, but that day for some reason I wasn't feeling it. I was just like, man, it was a Friday, and I was just like, man. I woke up. It's just I was like, man, I wanted to call in so bad, but I was young. I didn't want to be that type of guy to call in a lot, so I went into work. Worked my 12 hours, 13 hours. I can't remember because this happened. My incident happened around 3, 4 in the afternoon, maybe 5. It was late in the afternoon, so from 2 in the morning to I worked long hours. On my way home, and then of course around that time there was construction here in East Texas. There's always construction in Texas, but excuse me. Damn, excuse me. Sorry about that. Like I was saying, there's always construction going around in here in Texas. So at that time, there was construction on one of our main roads, I-45, that would take us, from Houston to Dallas, all that. So on my way home, I was trying to get myself pumped. So because I was like, I think it was a 3-day weekend, so I was trying to get myself. I was exhausted, but I was trying to like prepare myself for the weekend. I put some dubstep music on, but it just, instead of pumping me up, it was kind of like rocking me. Like if you put lullaby music to babies, that's kind of how I was feeling. So I started days off, and then next thing you know, and I was going 70 miles per hour, even though that was the speed limit. Speed limit is 75. I think they dropped it to 60. No, it's still 75. It's 75, but even though it wasn't a construction zone. I know we had construction. It backed up. It's like I said, it's almost a whole decade. This was in 2016, so it's almost 10 years ago that this happened. But I can't really remember how it happened. But I know traffic was backed up. I had the truck in cruise control at 70 miles per hour, and I dazed off. I had my eyes closed. I want to say a good 1, maybe most 2 minutes. Opened up. I was literally not that far away from the vehicle in front. So I tried my best to swerve because I was on the left lane, and then the right lane was there's so many cars there. So I tried my best to swerve and not hit it, and swerve at least hit the grass and whatever's in there. I would rather destroy property than destroy someone's vehicle. But it was just by a little bit. But I hit it, and the car was stopped, and going at that speed, that car did flip dramatically crazy. It was like if you see in the movies, just flip badly. Just something horrible to witness. I'm not gonna lie, it was very horrible to witness. Because it was a family of 3, and it was very hard to see that you could have been that person to just end someone's life. I don't know how people live with, I don't know how these serial killers can live with themselves. But me knowing that, not intentionally, it was an accident. Somebody may judge me differently, but it was an accident. But knowing that, now I stop and get an energy drink or slap myself. Or if I feel any type of, my eyes is even like, any time I stop right away and slap myself or get an energy drink. Something I don't play, but to this day, it does affect me a lot. It comes to my mind every now and then. Experts suggest therapy to go out and talk about it. Now, if you want to, because I looked at the price, depending on who you go to, it's from $100 to $300 an hour. My cheap ass ain't paying that much money, so I would rather listen to music. There is some music out there that kind of helps you ease your mind. Like I like to listen to Gwen Stefani's Luxurious. I don't know with Snoop Dogg. I don't know if you may want to check that out. My wife likes Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood was pretty good too. Before He Cheats, very popular song. So I would suggest maybe find other things. If that doesn't work, then try therapy. Or if you don't want to pay that money, just find someone that you really trust, like your own mom, dad, brothers, any siblings, cousins, whoever you can find to talk to that you won't feel judged. Let it out. That's what it's all about. It's just letting it out. Let that little spine, whatever. Let the little thing that's disturbing you out. So yeah, that's pretty much our episode for today. If you stayed this long and watched, thank you so much. Like I said, let me know what you think. Is Harris really the right fit for president? If not, let me know why. Health issues. Take care of yourself, man. Start walking. Eat healthy. No, I'm not saying be a vegan or something. I like meat, man. I like protein and stuff. So just balance it out. Balance your the way you eat and all that. If you have that stress, now I'm at that point where I'm like, yeah, fuck it. It is what it is. Life's gonna continue. You can't just live on that little incident. So just continue. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Just accept it. If you're not wrong, accept the fact that they won't believe you. So anyways, it is what it is. Thank you, people. Thank you if you stay this long. I'll catch you in the next episode.